Brace yourself, because if you're a teenager watching this video right now, or even just a young adult trying to do better, I'm about to hit you with something that sounds cruel, but is painfully true. Most people were financially doomed before they ever got their first job. Not because they're lazy, not because they're dumb, but because of what they were taught to want. And if you grew up in the era of TikTok, Instagram, sneaker drops, soft life influencers, and lifestyle flexing, yeah, this video is about you. Because while you were told to follow your dreams, the system quietly trained you to follow payments, car payments, phone payments, subscription payments, lifestyle payments. And the scariest part, you never even noticed it happening. So look, if you're between 24 and 40 and you ever thought, how am I working this hard and still this broke? That's not adulthood. That's the aftershock of teenage conditioning. Let me show you exactly how it happened and how to reverse it. Fact number 1, teen culture is built to train you to consume, not create. Here's the uncomfortable truth nobody wants to say. Modern teen culture isn't entertainment. It's conditioning. It doesn't train kids to build, invest, create, or think long-term. It trains them to scroll, compare, desire, and spend. TikTok doesn't show you how to build wealth. It shows you what to buy. Instagram doesn't teach investing. It teaches envy. Snapchat doesn't teach skills. It teaches social validation. You didn't grow up in an education system. You grew up inside a shopping mall that looks like a phone, and every app on it exists to do one thing: turn your attention into someone else's money. Here's what that does to your brain long term. When you're a teenager, your identity isn't stable yet. Your dopamine system is on overdrive. You're desperate to belong. So when the algorithm shows you luxury cars, vacations, perfect bodies, expensive clothes, your brain doesn't say, "That's marketing." It says, "That's what success looks like." So you start chasing status before you ever understand assets. That's like learning how to drive by memorizing license plates instead of using the steering wheel. You know what rich looks like, but not how it's built. And that's fatal. Because by the time most people turn 25, they don't have a wealth mindset. They have a payment mindset. They don't ask, "How do I own this?" They ask, "How much is it per month?" That's not adulthood. That's debt cosplay. And once you've been trained to think in payments instead of ownership, the next trap locks you in for decades. Fact number 2, school teaches you to obey the system, not beat it. School is amazing at one thing, teaching you how to sit down, shut up, and wait for instructions, which is great if your dream is to work for someone else forever, but it never teaches you how money is created, how taxes work, how debt enslaves, how investing compounds, or how businesses scale. You can graduate knowing trigonometry, the periodic table, and Shakespeare, but not how a credit score works, how to invest $1,000, or how inflation quietly robs you. So when you enter the real world, you have a brain full of trivia and a wallet full of confusion. That's not an accident. A financially literate population is dangerous to institutions that profit from debt, consumerism, and desperation. Think about it. If everyone understood money, who would buy 84-month car loans? If everyone understood investing, who would leave cash rotting in checking accounts? If everyone understood wealth, who would flex depreciating liabilities? The system doesn't need you broke. It needs you just comfortable enough to never revolt. School didn't fail you. It prepared you for the role of worker, not owner. But even worse than school is what social media turned ambition into. Fact number 3. Social media rewired your brain to want fame instead of fortune. Here's a brutal truth. Most teenagers today don't want to be rich. They want to look rich. That's a massive difference. Being rich is boring. Looking rich is exciting. Being rich means spreadsheets, patience, delayed gratification, quiet compounding. Looking rich means cars, trips, outfits, likes. And guess which one TikTok promotes? Not the quiet guy investing in ETFs, not the woman stacking rental properties, not the couple building boring businesses. It promotes luxury, drama, aesthetics, and flexing. So the dream becomes, I want to go viral, not I want to own something, which is why people chase influencer fame, crypto lotteries, and get-rich-quick schemes, because slow wealth doesn't get likes, but fast fantasy does. The algorithm trains your brain to chase attention, validation, and dopamine, not equity, cash flow, or long-term leverage. So by the time you're 30, you might have 100,000 followers, and a $200 bank balance. Now, before we continue, block out some time to finish watching our Financial Freedom series and the Stealth Wealth Mindset. This channel is dedicated to providing you the education you deserve to start living a more abundant life. Just make sure to subscribe to the channel to always stay updated. But anyways, this all leads us directly into the most dangerous trap of all. Fact number 4, teen spending habits become adult. Financial prison. Every financial disaster you see in adults basically started as a habit in their teens. The Starbucks habit, the sneaker habit, the treat yourself habit, the I deserve it habit. When you're 16, spending $8 on coffee feels harmless. When you're 36 and doing it twice a day, that's a car payment. Teen culture teaches you deserve to enjoy now. Wealth requires you deserve to be free later. Those two mindsets are enemies, and most people were trained to choose pleasure over power. That's why you see adults making six figures and still living paycheck to paycheck. They're not bad with money. They were never taught to think like owners, and we're just getting started because next, I'm going to show you how. Student debt, lifestyle inflation, and fake hustle culture finish the job that teenage conditioning started. This next part is where it gets uncomfortable. Fact number 5, student debt is the first golden handcuff. Here's the dirty secret nobody tells 18-year-olds, and it all revolves around those student loans and debt. You see, it doesn't just take money, it takes options. When an 18-year-old signs a student loan, they're not agreeing to pay $40,000 or $80,000 back. They're agreeing to live a smaller future because debt changes every decision you make. You don't choose the job you love. You choose the job that pays now. You don't start the business. You wait until someday, which never comes. You don't invest aggressively. You hoard cash because missing a payment feels like drowning. Debt puts your life on defensive mode, and wealth is built on offense. Here's what nobody tells teenagers. Student loans don't just delay wealth, they kill compounding. If you invest $500 a month from age 22 to 32, that money can turn into millions by retirement. But if that same $500 goes to student loans instead, you don't just lose $60,000, you lose hundreds of thousands in future growth. That's the invisible tax. And the most dangerous part? Student debt feels normal. Everyone has it, so no one questions it. It becomes background noise. Until you're 35, still paying for a degree that didn't change your income the way you were promised. That's why rich families push scholarships, cheap schools, or business ownership, while broke families push, go to college no matter what. Just get the degree. It'll work out. The wealthy know something others don't. Debt kills freedom faster than poverty ever could. Poverty can be escaped. Debt locks the door behind you, and fear makes people cling to the next trap. Fact number 6, lifestyle inflation is the silent wealth killer. Look, I'll be honest here. Lifestyle inflation doesn't feel like a mistake. It feels like a reward. You finally get a raise. So you upgrade your apartment. You get a bonus. So you upgrade your car. You hit a new income level. So suddenly your old life feels beneath you. And just like that, every dollar you earn gets pre-spent. Here's the trap. Most people think wealth is about how much you make. It isn't. It's about how much of what you make you get to keep and deploy. Lifestyle inflation quietly steals that power. Instead of, I make more, so I'll invest more. People think, I make more, so I deserve more. So their life expands to fill their paycheck, and their net worth stays flat. That's why you see people earning $50,000, $100,000, $200,000, all feeling equally broke. They didn't build wealth. They built a more expensive cage. The rich do the opposite. They let their income rise, but their lifestyle stays boring. That gap between what they earn and what they spend, that gap becomes stocks, businesses, real estate, freedom. While everyone else upgrades their car, the wealthy upgrade their future. And then comes the most dangerous illusion of all. Fact number 7. Hustle culture is a distraction from ownership. Look, trust me, I get it already. Hustle culture sounds empowering. They want to say things like grind, work harder, sleep when you're rich. But here's the truth nobody wants to admit. You can grind your entire life and still own nothing. Hustle culture teaches you to worship effort instead of equity. So people chase overtime, side gigs, second jobs, third jobs, just to survive, instead of building businesses, investments, and income that works while they sleep. It keeps you busy, So you never get dangerous because someone who owns assets doesn't beg for raises. They don't fear layoffs. They don't depend on bosses. They depend on cash flow. That's why hustle culture is so popular. It makes you feel productive while keeping you trapped. The wealthy don't ask, "How many hours did I work?" They ask, "How much did I own by the end of today?" Big difference. Grinding makes you tired. Ownership makes you free. But there's one last trap that seals the deal. Fact number 8. Teen culture teaches you to avoid boring, which is where wealth lives. Now listen closely because, believe it or not, modern culture treats boring like a disease. If it's not exciting, if it's not viral, if it doesn't make your heart race, people assume it isn't worth doing. But here's the twist. Everything that builds real wealth feels boring at first. Buying index funds isn't thrilling. Saving 30% of your income isn't sexy. Owning rental property doesn't make TikTok dances. But those are the things that quietly turn normal people into millionaires. Teen culture trains your brain to crave dopamine, novelty, and instant results. So you end up chasing crypto pumps, meme stocks, risky side hustles, lottery-style wins, instead of slow, inevitable growth. The rich know something most people never learn. Excitement makes you gamble. Boredom makes you wealthy. Boring money compounds. Flashy money disappears. That's why the people who get rich quietly are always doing the stuff everyone else thinks is too slow. And by the time it finally looks exciting, they already won. Now we flip the script. In the next part of this video, I'm going to show you how the 1% break this conditioning, how stealth wealth actually works, and exactly what to do if you want out. Fact number 9. The wealthy are trained to be invisible. Now here's something you almost never hear in finance videos on YouTube. Rich people don't try to look rich. They try to be free. The richest people in the room are usually the quietest, not because they're shy, but because they don't need validation. Teen culture trains you to perform, post your wins, flex your lifestyle, show your success. Wealth culture trains you to protect your privacy, your assets, and your leverage. Because the moment people know you have money, they want it. Friends want loans. Family wants help. Strangers want access. And governments want more taxes. So the wealthy keep a low profile. They don't drive flashy cars because flashy cars don't make you richer. They make you visible. And visibility attracts envy, lawsuits, bad deals, and attention from people who don't care about you. Stealth wealth isn't about hiding because you're scared. It's about staying invisible so your money can work in peace. While everyone else is trying to look rich, the wealthy are quietly getting richer. And that leads to the real secret. Fact number 10. The 1% reprogram their brain after 18. The biggest difference between people who get rich and people who stay stuck isn't income. It's unlearning. The wealthy realize something most people never do. Everything I was taught about money was designed to make me a consumer, not an owner. So they question everything. Why am I buying this? Who gets richer when I spend this? Is this building my future or funding someone else's? They stop thinking like shoppers. They start thinking like investors. They don't look at money as something to enjoy. They look at money as soldiers. Every dollar must either go out and earn more dollars or get fired. That's how the 1% think. They don't ask, "Can I afford this?" They ask, "Will this make me richer?" That mental upgrade is what separates the quiet millionaires from everyone else chasing paychecks. You don't need a new job. You need a new operating system. Now, since you made it this far, I want to break down the quiet wealth blueprint so I know you've been paying attention. Here's the simple formula they follow. Spend less than you make. Invest the difference. Own income-producing assets. Avoid lifestyle inflation. Stay invisible. That's it. No Lambos, no hype, no flexing, just freedom. Here's what you just learned. Teen culture trains you to consume, not create. School prepares workers, not owners. Social media sells status, not wealth. Student debt kills risk-taking. Hustle culture distracts from ownership. Boring money wins. Stealth wealth beats loud wealth. You were never meant to be broke. You were trained to be. Now, if you're ready to escape the broke mindset, I want you to comment the words millionaire status below. Because if this video hits you with something, the next video will blow your mind. How the rich stay invisible while their money explodes. It shows how millionaires hide wealth, how they avoid taxes, and how they quietly dominate the game. We'll see you in the next one.